Welcome to Jumbo Africa, a program that tells stories about Chinese in Africa and Africans in China. I'm your host, Bola. The past few months have witnessed an ever-growing brotherhood and solidarity between China and Africa as they have stuck together in the fight against the COVID-19. In our special program, we will get to know some Africans who have made a contribution in China during the epidemic. Today, Nilza, a Mozambican student at Taiwan University of Technology, and Henok, a student at Zhongnan University of Economics and Law, will share with us their stories during the epidemic. They hope these experiences can help other countries to fight against the epidemic.
I'm Henok. I'm from Eritrea. Wuhan is like a second home for me. When the lockdown was announced on January 23rd, doctors came up in here to our building in the yard, and then they took the test for everybody who was living in these two buildings for the international community. What we were told was to stay at home and not to go out. That's the only way to stay safe and to stay alive as well. So I start to readjust myself to the lockdown situation in one room and try to plan what I can do within this room. An idea came up to my mind that anything that I see, I try to put it in words. And as humans, we have a tendency of forgetting what we passed through. But when you put it in words, when you put it in a book form, and then it remains. Maybe 10 years from now, when someone reads this diary, they might feel something about the city. We thought in here, the Eritreans living in Wuhan and in China, of course, we said, okay, what can we do to support our people? And then we wrote one letter from Wuhan to the Eritrean news agency so that they can broadcast it in our national TV or newspapers. It was a very positive influence, I can say, to the people, because it was also a new experience to get locked down behind the doors and not going outside, not doing what you were doing before. So this is a new experience, right? We have people who study medicine in here, people who are studying for their medical doctors. They start writing the medical guideline and they send it back home, how it was tackled in here in Wuhan and in other parts of China, right? They also wrote a lot of letters. It helped them to see from the first-hand information from China going there as well. So I think it was good. It was good. There was a very good communication. They have to take care of themselves, follow the instructions given by the medical experts and authorities to protect themselves and to fight back the virus. A positive winning mentality in your attitude and perception towards this virus. That's what I want to tell to my family and to all Eritrean families back home.
My name is Nilza. I'm from Mozambique. I'm in Taiwan University of Technology studying Chinese. During the outbreak of COVID-19, we was in our dormitory. We can't go outside, and then the school was every gate is closed. When they started, was time for class. We didn't go to the classroom to having class, but we was having online class, and then thank the school. The class started on time. We had like online classes with the teacher, and everything was okay. Hello, can I do a check temperature? Hi. During the pandemic, if someone is sick, like in my dormitory, we help them to buy medicine, and then also if we every day until up to now, every day we go room by room to check their temperature, like from morning one time and then afternoon one time. The outbreak was very serious, and then they have to buy some food stuff for us, and then they did like a link for us that we can order food, and then I was one of the volunteers to help my colleague to buy food, and then they order food from online, and then when the food come in front of our dormitory, we share to them. The school has provided us masks for free. I think was from January up to the end of May. The school was giving us masks 2 or 3 times a week. That was good because we can't go to the markets and then the markets inside the school. That was safe for us. Remember, when you go outside, you wear well your mask, close your mouth and then your nose, and then don't touch your face anytime. When the COVID started in my country, in Africa, I was a little bit afraid, a little bit nervous, and then I posted a note in my page on Facebook from how to use a mask. For example, I said that the mask, you have to cover your nose and then your mouth, and then you don't need to touch your face. You don't need to touch a lot of things. If you touch everything, you need to wash your hand with water and soap. And after that, I also say that if you are like in a place with a lot of people, you need to be careful. In Africa, we are so vivid person, we are so happy person. And then when we find our friend, we need to hug, like a big hug. I told my family and then my friends that you can't now hug someone. You have to maintain the distance. When I make a video call with my family and friends, I always tell them that you can't go where there's a lot of people. If you go there, you make sure that you are wearing your mask. And then this time you can't go for parties. You have to wait a little bit until the situation becomes good.
Facing the COVID-19 epidemic, the Chinese and the African people have got united and have been cooperating and helping each other, hence further consolidated and elevating the friendship and mutual trust between the two sides. Nilza and Enoch said the experiences of fighting the epidemic helped their families a lot. They also believe that the pandemic will eventually be over with the joint effort between China and Africa. Best wishes to China and Africa cooperation. That's all I have for you for today's episode of Jumbo Africa. See you next time.